Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Life and the Suffering of Sir Brante. So in the first episode we have went through the introduction to the book of the life of Sir Brante, and we went through the blood and family of Sir Brante. We read all of the interesting characters that we have here. And I actually haven't mentioned that there is an interesting free page here that we might probably fill with something. Who knows? We went through the house and our own character. And today we are going to continue. So let's go back to the scene and continue. Let's begin the chapter. Birth. At first, there was nothing, no time, no sensation, nothing but darkness and void. But then, a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory. You are lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You are not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. You are part of them, and they are a part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two of them, the ones who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you... What? The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe. Wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and a merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet, there's also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. A soft, open palm, a strong, closed fist, a lingering, distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. Reach out to the palm. You grasp the first of the figures by the finger. You place a tiny hand on the second figure's closed fist. You smile at the figure standing behind them. That's a really interesting choice here. I guess we would reach out to the palm of our mother. That seems like the most likely choice. Your little palm awkwardly clasps the soft finger. You explore your mother's hand by touch. She smiles gently as her arm wraps around you and lifts you up. She smells of home, that indescribable smell, that feeling of safety that is second to none. Her embrace is the warmest place in the world, a place you want to stay for all eternity. So our perception has gained a point. We were born in the year 1118. Our life in this world begins. How will we live it? Now we are 1 year old. Before we actually continue, I have a question that is bugging me. We are 1 year old, and how old is our sister? Status. Do we not see their age? No, we don't. Okay. I was just wondering whether Gloria wasn't born before us. Because it just says that she's an illegitimate daughter, so that would mean she was born after us. But I realized that might be my misunderstanding of the text. Hide and seek. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong, cold hands. He visits you rarely. Rudolf Brante. Hello there, little Rudolf Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. There are 2 more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. Okay, so she is an older sister. That's interesting. So she was probably born before they got together. That would make sense. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hand as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Lydia. Oh look, this is your brother and sister. Stefan. Yeah, you're my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge, 'cause you were born a commoner. Gloria. Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Rudolph, let's go play in the yard. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another, as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar, a perfect straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at it. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know. Hey, I wanna play hide and seek. Okay, Stefan wants to play with us. Gloria. He's just a little baby, how he's gonna play? Stefan. Then you hide him, and I'll try to find both of you. Okay. You have no idea what they are talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes your hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can't see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason. And then she's gone. Yeah, I had a feeling this is gonna be pretty dangerous to play hide and seek with a baby. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? So we can cry loudly. You start crying, hoping to be found. Find your way home. You get up off the ground and start crawling through the bushes to find your way back home. Sit there and wait. You start playing with leaves and twigs and little bugs. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think we're gonna cry. I don't think we're gonna, sit there and wait. I mean, do we want to do something like... Do we want to go home or do we want to... Nobody checks on you. The bugs are no fun to play with. So I guess we are bored. So let's try to find our way home. Otherwise, I would be okay with sitting there and waiting. I mean, we aren't really unhappy or anything, but the game seems to suggest that, we're bored, so let's find our way home. You get up on your feet, swaying a little bit. Carefully you take a first step, then lose your balance and pop down on the ground again. But you're determined. You get up again and keep walking in the direction Gloria went. You walk out of the bushes and further towards the wall of the house, and then the most tender and gentle hands in the whole world embrace you and pick you up. Your mother has found you. There you are! You lean on mother's chest and hold onto her with your arms. You want her to know that you came here all by yourself, without any help. She pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stands behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stefan is staring at his feet. You hug mother tightly. She is here now. Okay, we get determination +1. I guess that's good. Your perseverance and strength of character. Okay. So I guess if we stayed there, we would get something else. Okay, another year has passed. We are now 2 years old. The Great Dissent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There is nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Gloria, today we're not allowed to go to any other room, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in an empty room. It is a little song that mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. Gloria, when the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them, 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand, guide us by the twins' commands. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born, to the day when you pass on. Know your lot and know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You are transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. I love tea. You like the rhyme, don't you, Rudolf? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime, from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar, and if you don't, you get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner too. So the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky, from this light emerge two figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot, and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will these words be? Finish the song properly. You join your sister and finish the song the same way you heard it. Or sing the last line wrong. You shout words of your own instead of the last line of the song. What was the last line? Know your lot and know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. From the sing, you feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will these words be? Finish the song or sing the last line wrong. Let's sing the last line wrong. Know your lot and know the prayer. The lots are lies told everywhere. Wow, that's harsh. You shout these words, but you have no idea how they came to you. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Now Gloria is staring at you. You see disappointment in her eyes. Oh, that's gonna be a relationship hit. Rudolf, that's not the way the song ends. Why did you ruin it? You shrug, quite pleased with your cleverness. Okay, that's actually giving us a point in determination. Another year has passed. The year 1121, spring, the origin. You are starting to understand more and more of what the adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father is a nobleman, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service. But your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but father says you may yet come unto nobility. Okay. You learn to read at an early age. Wow, at 3. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Again and again, you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of a holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. Wouldn't that mean that there is no night? It's weird. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high, but even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother Stefan now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a nobleman. To be, he says. So Gloria calls him names, and Stefan pulls her pigtails. One fine evening, father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl, you will love them the most. When father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting, and father approves of your fascination. Rudolf Brante, study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up, the concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. The lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffing from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. You see Mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She is not as gentle to you these days. Lydia, why did you hurt Stefan, Rudolf? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. Stefan, how dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword. Mother shushes. Shushes? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Mother shushes you both, or shushes you both, and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Lydia, even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer. But your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot, and the sooner you learn it, the better off our entire family will be. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look at Mother in fear, not sure what to do now. Accept your punishment. You accept your guilt and tell Mother you are ready to be punished. Deny your guilt. You continue to insist that you are not guilty and will not be punished, no matter what. Demand an explanation. You demand that Mother explains why things are like this. Actually, I think the demand explanation fits me best. You start asking questions. Why were you born a commoner if your father is noble? If you have your father's name, why can't you have his lot? And why can't you choose a lot for yourself if you don't like the one you have? Mother is stunned by all these questions you are peppering her with. Lydia, don't you dare ask me about that, Rudolf. I'll violate my lot if I start explaining it all to you. I'm a commoner, not a priest. You are flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burns on your skin again and again. Tears keep rolling down your cheeks. It feels like the punishment will never end. It hurts to walk when you are finally let go. You slowly climb the stairs and walk to your room. You see a book on your bed, The Teachings of Isatius, Volume 2. Your tears have dried now. You begin to read, slowly making your way through the difficult words. Every death of the body bringeth the soul ever closer to the twin's judgment. And when the body dieth a true death, the soul soareth to the shining pillar. The twin gods do judge every soul, and their judgment is stern and unforgiving. He who followeth his lot in life from birth shall melt in a bliss atop the peak of the shining pillar. Perception +1. Okay, now we are curious. The words confuse and elude you, instilling fear and awe. You will read this mysterious book again and again as you grow up. Okay, Gloria's Rhymes. And I think I'm gonna end the episode here. It's well into 20 minutes, so let's stop here and recap what we have done. We now have Perception of 2, Determination of 2, Willpower of 0, but I guess that's okay. And I don't think we changed anything for our family, or... yeah, we're gonna have another child here. Lydia will have one more, which is gonna be probably here, because Gloria has been born just to her, so that one's gonna be right here. I don't think we changed relations +2 sympathy. +2 sympathy. I thought we had +1, so maybe our relations have improved. And destiny, personal life, birth at the year 1118. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one where we are going to tackle another part of Chapter 1, Glorious Rhymes.